Welcome. Today is Saturday, December 31st, and we are here for our morning yoga class. We're going to spend the next hour together focusing on breathing, connecting our breath to movement, and kind of de-stressing our minds and our bodies. So let's go ahead and start out down on our mats. We're going to get nice and comfortable. Let's rest our arms at our sides, turn our palms open face to the sky. Close our eyes and let's start breathing in through the nose, expanding belly, back, and rib cage on the inhale. Exhaling out through the nose, let's feel that same area of our body contract and empty. While we're breathing deeply in through the nose, out through the nose, become aware of your face and let's relax our eyes, relax our jaw. Breathe away any tension that you're holding in your neck. And then let's guide our breath from our shoulders all the way out to our fingertips. And then we'll guide our breath into our legs and let's breathe from our hips all the way down to our toes. Next, we bring our breath into our spine and let your breath travel from the top of your head all the way down the length of your spine, weaving itself in between each segment. Now let's inhale both arms to the sky. Exhale, float them behind you, and let's reach out through all of our fingers. Push out through our heels. And then let your body go completely soft. Let's inhale the arms back up. Exhale, return them to your sides. Now we're ready to pull that left knee in nice and close to the body. Give it a hug. And while it's there, we'll flex and point our foot. Draw that easy circle with our ankle. And then let's reverse. Let the foot rest. We'll send that leg out and we'll switch, bringing the other knee in. Flexing and pointing. Rolling the ankle around. Reversing that circle. And then letting the foot rest. Now let's bring both knees in nice and close to your body. Give yourself a hug. Let's rock gently side to side. Massage either side of your spine. Come back to neutral and we'll circle both knees round and round. And then let's reverse the circle. And then just keep your knees tucked in nice and close. Tighten the belly. Let's press through the back of the ribs. Bring nose up towards knees. And release back down. Now begin to open the knees and keep your big toes touching, but aim each knee out towards the shoulders. And then let's take them a little bit wider, getting the soles of our feet close together, pulling heels towards the body, and just breathing into that initial stretch into inner thighs and outer hips. We'll bring our knees back together, rest your feet on the floor. Toes and heels out, enough space between the buttocks and the heels so that when we slowly peel up, lifting our hips into bridge, we're feeling the work in the hamstrings and the gluteals without feeling tension in the quads or the knees. Slowly begin to press back down one segment at a time. Try again, tighten the belly and slowly peel up. Lifting those hips nice and high, holding our bridge. And release back down. Try that again, tightening the belly. Let's peel off the mat, pressing our hips nice and high. And then slowly we melt back down. Once we've made it back down, we're going to bring your knees back in for that close hug. And then let's flex and point both feet. And then just hold your feet flexed and try spreading your toes out wide. Scrunch them in tight. Spread them wide. Scrunch up tight. Spread wide. Scrunch tight. And then just relax your feet. As we exhale, let's roll ourselves up. Once we've made it upright, we'll come into our easy cross-legged position and let your palms open face to the sky. Let your chin drop to your chest and breathe into the back of your neck. Let's lift the head to back, open the throat. Again, draw the chin into the chest. Lift the head to back, open the throat. Again, chin to chest. Lift the head to back and open the throat. And then just come to a nice neutral place. Feel your shoulders actively dropping from your ears. And then let's turn our eyes to look right. Come back through neutral and turn to look left. Return to neutral and we look right. Again, back to neutral and turn to look left. And then back to neutral. And let the chin fall to your chest once again. Next, let's place hands together at heart center. Inhale towards the sky. Exhale, float the arms open. Inhale towards the sky. Exhale to our heart. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. Inhale, lift. Exhale, in. Once again, inhale, lift. And exhale, open. And then just let your fingertips lightly touch the floor. We're going to drop our chin to our chest. Tipping that left ear to left shoulder. Drop the chin to chest, tipping to the right. Drop the chin to chest. And then let's bring the head back to neutral. We'll inhale once again to the sky. And exhale, hands to our heart. Let's take one more inhale as we are. Exhale, we're going to make ourselves come forward onto hands and knees. So whatever way works for you to get there, that's what we do. Once we've made it to those hands and knees, shoulders over hands, hips over knees, tops of the feet on the mat. Hold the belly button nice and tight. And then start to sink your navel as you lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart, cow. Exhale, let's round out for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Once again, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And then just find your way back to neutral spine. Extend through the heel of your right foot. Add the left arm forward, turning palm to the sky. Really stretch from the center of your body. Exhale, lower, and we'll switch. Opposite arm and leg extend. Exhale, lower, switch again, extend. Now just open the left arm out to the side. Bring it back to the front. Come back to all fours and we'll switch, extending arm and leg, palm to the sky. Open that arm to the side. Bring it back to the front. And return to all fours. Now let's separate our knees, touch our big toes, and push that tailbone way back towards our heels. Forehead to the mat, chest between the knees. Fingertips reaching towards the end of your mat. Palms opening to the sky. Turn the palms over, creating foundational hands. We tuck our toes. Let's lift our tailbone. Make our way into downward facing dog. Let's walk our dog a few times, lifting and lowering each heel individually. Let's raise up our heels and then press them back down. Raise them again and press back down. Once more, raise the heels and press down. From there, let's inhale ourselves into a good solid plank and then exhale back up into down dog. Inhale again to our plank and exhale down dog. Let's inhale to plank And then from plank, modify to your knees and start to lower elbows opening, chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in, press to the tops of your feet and your hip bones, lengthen your spine, rise into cobra. Exhale, let's come back down. Tuck the elbows in, inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Elbows open and we lower. Again, elbows tuck in, inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And this time, exhale all the way back into extended child's pose. Again, opening palms to the sky and feeling that deep stretch going down the sides of your body. Flip the hands over, foundational hands, tuck the toes, come back up, downward facing dog. Inhale, we move into plank. Exhale, lowering. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Try that once more. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's walk our dog a few more times, lifting and lowering our heels. And then pressing both heels down. From there, we're going to take a giant step forward with our right foot, placing it between our hands. That brings us into runner's lunge. So check that your knee is stationed over your ankle. Nice strong back leg. Let's keep the left hand on the mat and just extend the right arm alongside the ear. And then bring that hand down and let's set that back knee down. Press through the top of your foot. Let's rise up into crescent moon. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Tuck the toes again, lifting that left knee. Send the right foot back, bringing us into plank. Press up into down dog. Inhale again to plank. Press up into down dog. And now let's step the left foot through the hands. Positioning knee over ankle, back leg strong and straight, eyes looking out. Now we'll keep the right hand down and just extend the left arm straight ahead alongside that ear. And then we'll bring that hand down, rest the knee down, press through the top of that back foot, reach to the sky, crescent moon. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat, tuck the toes, lift the knee, we're back in lunge. Step that right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, let's slowly roll up, reach high, touch the sky. Exhale into the heart. Inhale again, extend, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, roll up, reach to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Again, inhale, extend, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. In exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, holding plank. Exhale, lowering. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up. Reach to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Again, inhale to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up, touch the sky. And exhale to the heart. Inhale again, extend, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lengthen first, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale again to our plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up, touch the sky. And exhale to the heart. Again, inhale to the sky, exhale, fold in half. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, returning to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, rolling up. Touch the sky. Exhale to our heart. Arms extend. Let's find mountain pose and breathe. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Rest your ribs on your thighs, cradling elbows in palms of hands, forming a nice frame around your head, and just let your upper body rest on your thighs. Fingertips release to the mat. Stepping back with our right foot, finding runner's lunge. Now let's push the heel down, turn the toes out. Align your left heel with the back of your right heel, and then when ready, lift upper body. Hip bones facing forward, shoulders stacked over hips. Let's add our arms. Feel your fingers reach to the sky. Warrior one. Open your arms, open your heart. Inhale, neutral spine. Let's let the hands come together behind the back. Pull down, and again, think about opening your heart, opening your throat. And then inhale to neutral spine. Let's begin to pull forward, bringing ribs close to that front thigh, and then seeing if we can lift those arms a little higher behind you. Exhale, hands to the mat, return to ball of foot. Step back with your left foot, finding that good strong plank. Exhale as we lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. You can hang out in your plank or insert a push-up. And then we're back up into downward facing dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, up we roll, reaching high to the sky. Exhale, return to the heart. Inhale again, extend. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper, cradling your elbows, again forming that frame and just letting that upper body go. Exhale, fingers to the mat. Giant step back with our left foot into our lunge. Push the left heel down, turn the left toes out. Align that right heel with back of left heel. Lifting, lifting, lifting. Squaring the hips, shoulders stacked good. Arms overhead. Warrior one. Open your arms, open your heart. Let's inhale the arms back up as we neutralize the spine, and then exhale, let the arms open and hook together behind us. From there, pulling down, opening heart, opening throat. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, hinge, bringing the ribs close to the front thigh. And then once there, seeing if we can lift the arms higher. Exhale, hands release to the mat. Return to the ball of your left foot. Step the right foot back into our plank. Exhale as we lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. Hang out there or insert your push-up. And then exhale back up into down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, rolling up, reaching to the sky. And exhale to the heart. Inhale again, extend. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Step back with your right foot, bringing us back into lunge. And then we're going to walk our hands around so we end up in a wide straddle facing the edge of our mat. Toes turned in, or at least straight ahead, hands directly under shoulders. Inhale, flat back, look out. Exhale, let's drop down a little deeper. Press down into your palms, pushing your arms straighter and straighter. And then let's slide the left hand over so it's centered beneath us and push on it with our right hand. And then we're going to inhale, right arm to the side. Exhale, revolve at the waist, bringing us into twisting straddle. Exhale, that hand comes back down. And then from there, walk yourself around into runner's lunge facing the back end of your mat. So once you've established your lunge, let's lift upper body into high lunge. And then see about adding the arms for crescent lunge. Bring our hands together at heart center. Inhale, let's start rotating to our right, and then as we exhale, tuck that left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. And keep rolling that right shoulder open for prayer balancing twist. As we exhale, let's untwist. Return your hands to the mat. Push the left heel down, turn the left toes out. Align the left heel with the back of the right heel. Lift back up and come into Warrior One. Now we're going to pull the right leg straight without locking. Let the arms open wide, shoulder level, and then simply revolve upper body. And that brings us into our 5-pointed star. Let's inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, brush the earth, and then inhale back up for sunflower. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, rising up. Once more, exhale, folding forward. And inhale, rise up. And then let's reopen to our star. From there, we're ready to turn our left toes to the front end of our mat. Align our left heel with our right arch, and then bend the left knee. So we're finding Warrior Two. And then let's pull the legs straight and try again. Bend the knees. So finding that Warrior Two. Pulling the legs straight. And once more, Warrior Two. Good. Now let's extend a little bit forward. Lift that arm, lower the back arm, and turn that left palm to the sky for Reverse Warrior. Let's pull the left leg straight without locking. Keep pressing through the left palm for Reverse Triangle. And we'll bring the arms back to shoulder level so we're in our starting position. Next, we're ready to move into triangle pose. So our right hip starts to pull to the right as our left arm is stretching away from that right hip. Once we can't go any farther in either direction, we can lower that left and lift the right. And that brings us into our triangle pose. Think about pressing your right hip a little bit forward, rolling the right shoulder a little bit back. And then from there, let's bend the right elbow and press the back of our right hand into lower back. Keep rolling that shoulder open, and then let's bend the left knee. And we can stay in this preparation pose, or we could bind ourselves two different ways. We can send the left hand back and just grab hold of the left wrist with the right hand, or we could send that left hand between the legs, letting those hands hook together, but continuing to roll the right shoulder open to the sky, and we're gazing up over the shoulder. Let's take one more inhale. On the exhale, we'll send the right hand back up to the sky. Left hand can go to the the mat or your forearm to your thigh. And then as we exhale, let's revolve upper body. Bring the right hand down, return to the ball of your right foot, and then we'll send the left foot back. And that brings us back into our good strong plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then inhale, hold your plank, stay there, or insert a push-up. And then we're back up into downward facing dog. Now let's take the right heel and start pushing it behind us, reaching towards the sky for three-legged dog. And then we're going to step that right foot through the hands, returning us to our lunge. And then push your weight forward onto your right foot. You straighten your right leg, extend the left leg behind you, hands form a tripod with that right foot. And there is tripod balance. Feel free to stay that way or align your right thumb with your right pinky toe. Start rolling the left hip open and then adding left arm to the sky for half moon balance. Let's exhale the left hand down if it's lifted. We'll step the left foot in. Toes in, heels out. Start to bend your knees like you're going to sit down in a little chair. And then as you've got your knees bent, pull them closer together. Lift your thighs, lift your ribs away from your thighs. Add your arms alongside your ears. And then we're simply rising from our chair. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink deeper. Step back with your left foot, bringing us into our lunge. And then we walk ourselves around, and that's going to bring us into our wide straddle. But now we're facing the other way. Inhale, let's look out. Exhale, let the elbows bend, let the head drop, and see if you can find a little bit more release. And then from there, let's press down into your palms, pushing the arms straight. Slide the right hand over so it's centered beneath you, and then push on it with your left. Inhale, left arm to the side. Exhale, revolve with the waist. Twisting straddle. Exhale the left hand down. Proceed to walk yourself around into runner's lunge facing the back end of your mat. Once you've found your lunge, let's lift upper body, bringing us into high lunge, adding our arms to the sky for crescent lunge. Let your palms press together at your heart. Inhale as you rotate off to your left. Exhale, tuck the right elbow to the outside of that left thigh. Just keep rolling that shoulder open. As we exhale, let's untwist. Return your hands to the mat. Push the right heel down, turn the right toes out. Align your left heel with your right heel. Let's lift back up into warrior one. And then start to pull the left leg straight without locking. Let the arms open wide, and let's revolve upper body. And that brings us into our five-pointed star, facing the wide edge of our mat. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, fold forward, brush the earth, and then inhale back up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. Inhale, left. Let's try one more. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, lift. And then reopen into your star. Next, we're going to turn right toes to the front end of our mat. Align our right heel with our left arch, and then when ready, we're bending that knee. Looking out past that hand, finding our warrior two. Good, now let's pull the legs straight and try again, bend the knee. Beautiful, pull the legs straight. And again, bend the knee. Now we're going to stretch that arm a little farther forward, let it start rising. Lower the backhand, turning right palm to the sky, pushing through the heel of your hand. Reverse warrior. And then go ahead and pull that right leg straight without locking it. Still pushing through the right palm for reverse triangle. And then we'll bring our arms back to shoulder level and we're in our start position. Ready to begin our triangle pose. Right arm's reaching right. Left hip is going to reach as far away from that right hand as it will go. Once we can't go any farther, we can lower the right and lift the left. Feel like you're doing this against the wall. So we want to imagine that we're pressing that left hip a little bit forward, left shoulder a little back, so we can feel the back side of our body on the wall. Breathe into the space, relax the shoulder, relax the neck. From there, let's bend the left elbow. So we're going to press the back of our left hand into lower back. Continue to roll that left shoulder open. And then let's bend the right knee. So we can stay in our preparation pose, or we could bring the right hand behind us, grab hold of your right wrist with your left hand, or we could send that right hand through the legs, let your hands hook together, and keep rolling that left shoulder open while we're looking up over the shoulder. We'll take one more inhale. On the exhale, let's extend the left arm towards the sky, right hand to the mat, or right forearm to thigh, extended angle pose. And then let's exhale, revolve upper body, hands return to the mat. Go ahead and step back with your right foot, bringing you into your plank. Exhale, down we go. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale into plank. We can hang out there or insert a push-up. And then we make our way back up into downward facing dog. Now let's take that left heel, extend it towards the sky, three-legged dog. And then we'll step the left foot between our hands. And that's going to bring us back into runner's lunge. Then let's push that left leg straight. Extend the right leg behind us, hip level, and place your hands so they form a tripod with that left foot. Staying like that, or aligning left thumb with left pinky toe, we roll the right hip open. We add that right hand towards the sky, half moon balance. Let's exhale, right hand down if it's lifted. Go ahead and step the right foot in, toes close, heels apart. And then start to bend your knees like you're about to sit down in a little chair. And while you're doing that, you're pulling your knees closer and closer together. And then you're lifting your ribs away from your thighs, adding your arms alongside your ears. And then we're going to inhale and rise out of our chair. And exhale, hands to our heart. Let your arms come long at your sides. And let's hang out in standing mountain pose. Now we're going to prepare for a little dancer pose balance work. So I want you to find a focal point for your eyes. Fixate on that spot. And then begin to shift your weight into your right foot. Once that's done, we're going to bend the left knee and see if you can bring your heel up towards your bottom. Place the inside of your left foot in the palm of your hand. And then just bring that right arm forward. If you want to open your dancer, you can lift the arm and let that leg lift a little bit. And then as we exhale, we can send everything back into mountain pose and just breathe. Good, now we're ready to shift our weight into our left foot. So same thing, find that focal point for your eyes, engage the abdominals, and then bend the right knee. See if you can bring your heel up toward your bottom, placing that foot in the palm of your hand, letting the left arm come forward. And then if you wish, opening your dancer pose. And then as we exhale, we'll make our way back into standing mountain pose and breathe. Let's inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, looking out. Exhale, melting down. Let's step back, right foot, left foot into plank. Now let's keep right shoulder over right wrist. We're going to turn and open for our side plank. Let's come back around into our full plank. Press back up into down dog. Extend through the heel of your right foot, reaching towards the sky, three-legged dog. Now try lifting to the ball of your left foot and transitioning into one-legged plank. Go ahead and set the toes down. And now let's do left shoulder over left wrist and open for side plank. Modify to the side of your knee if you'd like. Exhale back around into full plank. Press back into down dog. Now start extending through the heel of your left foot, reaching to the sky, three-legged dog. Lift to the ball of your right foot, transition into one-legged plank. Good, and then set those toes down. And from there, let's lower down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, let's push all the way back into extended child's pose. Let's take the right hand, feed it through the left armpit. Let your shoulders sink on the mat. Bring that arm out and we'll switch. And then we'll bring the arm back out and extend out through those hands. Bring your hands back into foundational hands. Let's scoop the belly in, round the spine, come up for your cat. Sink your navel, lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart, cow. And then just neutralize the spine. Now let's extend through the heel of the right foot, add the left arm forward into that spinal balance. See if you can lift the left foot. We'll bring the hand and foot back down. Now let's inch the right knee forward so it's going to come behind the right wrist. Then use your left hand to guide that right heel across towards your left hip bone. We want to think about keeping our weight centered over that hip bone and inching our leg a little farther back. Continue to point the right knee to the side of the mat and then ease yourself down as far as you can. And remember, you can always do upside down pigeon if forward pigeon doesn't feel good to your body. Think about pressing down through the top of your left foot and the outer edge of your right pinky toe. And then from there, let's inhale and start to walk our hands back in. So we're more upright. And then we'll ease that knee back, returning to all fours. Separate the knees, big toes touch. Let's go back into extended child's pose. Foundational hands once again, scooping the belly and rounding for your cat. Sink your navel, lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart cow. And then again, we're neutralizing the spine. Next, let's take that left leg, push it behind us. Add the right arm forward, turning right palm to the sky. And then try lifting the right foot. We'll bring the hand and foot back down. And then from there, let's bring the right knee forward. We're going to inch it so it's up. The left knee forward. It's up behind the left wrist. Use the right hand to guide that left heel over, aiming at your right hip bone. And then keep opening the left knee wider to the side as we sink down. Press down to the top of your right foot and the outer edge of your pinky toe. Then from there, let's inhale and start to lift upper body. Once we're back up, we'll bring the knee back into place. Big toes touch, knees apart, push back. Once again, extended child's pose. And then from there, let's walk hands closer to knees so we can lift upper body. And then we'll come around and have a seat. Once we've made it back around, let's start with straight legs, hands on either side of our hips. We're going to walk the hands forward, push back through the tailbone. Let your upper body mount down against your thighs. And then let's inhale our way back up. And we're going to bend both of our knees and kind of sit on our left hip. And then I want you to step the right foot across the bent left knee. All right, once we're in place, let's take that upper right arm and press it against the inner right thigh. Inhale taller and straighter. Walk your left hand a little farther back. And then as we exhale, turn and look over that left shoulder. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, let's lower that hand. Now let's uncross and re-extend the legs. Hands on either side of the hips. Pushing out through our heels. We're folding forward once again. And then we'll slowly come up. And now we're ready to sit on the right hip. And we're going to take the left foot, step it across the bent right knee. And then take that upper left arm, we're going to press it against inner thigh. Walk your right hand a little farther back, press down, inhale taller and straighter. Exhale, let's look over that right shoulder. Inhale, hand to the sky. Exhale, let it float down. And then let's uncross. And we'll stretch our legs out straight. But now I want you to place your hands So your fingertips are pointing at your buttocks a little bit behind you. Press down through the palms and then start to tighten the belly and lift your hips as you press the bottoms of your feet towards the mat. That's going to bring you into reverse plank. And then as we exhale, let's slowly melt. And walk our hands forward, again folding down into forward bend. And then from there, let's bring ourselves back up. And let's bend our knees so we can place our hands behind our thighs. Feel your shoulders relax away from your ears. And then we're going to tighten the belly and find our balance on our tailbone. So I want to make sure that the back stays nice and straight. And then when you're ready, extend the legs. And then see if you can add your arms. And then we're going to slowly open down, down to the ground. Once we're down, reach out through your fingertips, push out through your heels. And let's feel the body go soft. We'll inhale the arms back up, return them to your sides. Now let's bring the knees into the chest and extend them towards the sky. So this would be our very modified shoulder stand. We can remain here. Or if you want to take it to full shoulder stand, we have to make sure that we're using the abdominals to lift and hold us, not relying on our hands to hold us up. So we're going to find that place where we're lifting and breathing. And if you're not in full shoulder stand, if you're modified, bring knees to chest. If you're in full shoulder stand, we're going to bring knees to ears. And then we're going to press the arms into the mat. And we're going to roll down so we all end up on our backs, knees to chest. And then let's rest our feet down. Toes in, heels out. Space your feet apart about hips distance. Start lifting those hips, bringing us into bridge. Now remember, we want to feel this in the back side of the body. So if you feel it more in your knees and your front thighs, your feet are too close to you. Let's inhale the arms towards the sky. And then exhale, start to slowly sink the spine back into the mat. Once we can feel our spine all the way to the mat, we're going to bring the knees in and we're going to give ourselves a really big hug. Stretching through the gluteals, all the way down the length of our spine. Adding our little rock side to side. Holding center and then circling our knees round and round. And reverse. And again, just hug the knees in close. From there, let's set the right foot down with the knee bent. Extend the left leg towards the sky. Walk your hands as close to your left ankle as you can. Think about pulling those toes over your head. And then while you're doing that, see if you can push your right leg straight out onto the mat. Use your right hand to press down on that thigh. And then we're going to use our second and third fingers to hook around our big left toe. Still pulling over your head, but now start to open that leg to the side. Let it go out as far as it can without lifting the right hip. Then let's open the right arm and look to our right. And then bring the leg back up. And again, try pulling it just a little bit more forward. And from there, let it float all the way down. So you're going to push out through the heel. Once it's made it to the mat, both knees pull back in. Another really good hug. A few more rocks side to side. And then hanging out in center, let's set the left foot down this time with the knee bent. Extend the right leg towards the sky. Walk your hands up to your ankle as close as you can. Think about pulling toes over your head. And then try pushing the left leg straight out onto the mat, using your left hand to press down on that. And then we can take our second and third fingers, hook around that big toe. Or if that doesn't work, you can use your hand on the inside of the ankle. Now start to open the right leg out as far as it will go without lifting your left hip. Once you can't go any further, we're going to open that left arm and look left. And then let's bring the leg all the way back up. See if you can pull it just a little bit more forward. And then let's release and let it float all the way down. Once it's made it back to the mat, bring the knees back into our chest. Knee circles around. And then let's go the other way. And then again, rest your feet on the mat with your knees bent. Both arms opening wide to the side. We're going to drop both knees off to the left. And then once there, see if you can stretch your legs out straight. And then use that left hand to bear down on the outside of your right thigh. And that's our belly twist. Let's reopen, rebend our knees, and back to neutral. And then let's drop them off to the right, letting them go as far as we can. And then try extending the legs out. Using that right hand to push on the outside of your left thigh. And then let's reopen the arm, rebend the knees, and come back to neutral. Once there, knees back into our chest, nice close hug. Begin to separate the knees, big toes touching, and then ultimately opening them wider, wider, widest, so we get the soles of our feet close together and our heels pulling down towards our body. Separate the feet. We're going to push up with flat feet, pull down with our hands, keeping the knees bent. You could do a couple rocks here, side to side, happy baby. And then center hold and extend the legs out. Push out through your heels, widening into lying fan. And let's start to bring the legs closer and closer together. Pushing the heels towards the sky. Think about pulling your toes over your head. And then let's release one leg so it's going to slowly float down. Once you feel it resting on the mat, let's release the other and it floats all the way down. And then once that leg is down, arms at our sides, I want you to flex your feet, push out through your heels, try to spread your toes out really wide. And then scrunch your toes in really tight. And then let your feet relax. Now stretch your arms really long and spread your fingers out really wide. Curl them in and make really tight fists. And then let your hands and your arms relax. Roll your head to the right. Bring it back to neutral and let's roll to our left. And then return to neutral. And just allow your body to become very, very light, as if you're floating just above the surface of your mat. Breathing away any tight spots that remain. Guiding our breath into any areas of the body that give us some kind of issue on a persistent basis. I hope that in the year to come, you make mistakes. Because if you're making mistakes, then you're making new things, trying new things, learning, living, pushing yourself, changing your world. You're doing things you've never done before. And more importantly, you're doing something. Let us set aside all of our anxious thoughts. Make a choice to live today with courage, with an open heart, a grateful heart, and a hopeful heart, spreading random acts of kindness wherever we go. Know that my soul honors your soul. I honor the place in you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, the love, the truth, the beauty, and the peace within you because it's also within me. In sharing these things, we are united. We are the same. We are one. Namaste. So thank you for joining me this morning. I hope that your practice allowed you to relax, release, and find some strength to make it through the day. And stay healthy, stay safe, stay kind. I will see you next year. Bye.